Ethics and social responsibility. Let's understand what ethics are and what values are. Moral principles that govern a person's behavior. You decide on certain principles, you decide on what is my bone of contention, what is something that I follow, I believe in, right? That's translating to our behavior. So it actually, our behavior is actually based on the ethics that we actually believe, not the one that we think we believe, but the behavior that is uh, coming out of the actual ethics that we have, right? That's how it works out. So your actual ethics, what is it that you actually believe, are the principles that you want to follow in life. Okay. And coming to values, it's about what you feel is the most important thing in life. Okay, it's your judgment, it's left to your judgment. Okay, your value need not be the same ones that your parents follow or keep as their value. You can have a different value from anyone else. Okay, but ethics, it predominantly has a common denominator. So we can actually cover ethics with identifying certain dilemmas that we have. Okay, the first dilemma is how to live a good life. Some of us feel our good life should not affect another person. Some of us don't care about others. We have our good life, even if it means we, end up disturbing a third person or hurting someone else, right? So that's dilemma number one. Number two, we need to understand what is my right and responsibility. So why should we understand the rights and responsibilities, right? I need to know till how much I can, go towards you or any other person. I should know that. I cannot stop myself, or sorry, I cannot proceed and cross that boundary. There is a boundary, invisible boundary for every one of us, and our right cannot cross that boundary. And we have a responsibility that we are supposed to fulfill. We may not fulfill those responsibilities also, but then it is expected of us. We are supposed to, deal with those responsibilities. Are we doing that? So that's a number two dilemma. What is the third dilemma? It's the language of right or wrong. To knowing if something that I'm doing is right or wrong. I should know that. That's something which we deal with every day. No, just imagine how many times that we uh, consciously or without having to go through conscious thinking also, right? Both subconsciously as well. We come up with this question in our mind. Okay, neither selama venama. Should I do it or not? Okay, is it right or wrong? So that's a dilemma. That's number three. And the final dilemma is moral decisions. What is good or what is bad? Okay, sir, more or less it's the same. Right or wrong, good or bad? Yes, more or less, yes. But then right and wrong is different from good or bad. Okay, sometimes the right thing that you do may end up being a bad thing for another person. Okay, so that's where the dilemma comes in. So it's vice versa. The wrong thing that we do may help someone else, be a good thing for someone else or for us ourselves. So that's the dilemma that we have every day. Okay, so ethics depends on these dilemmas. So we have personal ethics, common ethics, professional ethics, right? Let's understand what they are. Okay, there are many more ethics, but then these are main. Personal ethics. So it is influenced by family, friends, culture, religion, education, many other factors. Okay, for example, there is an example that's given here. I'm just reading it out. I believe racism is morally wrong. Okay, so we all feel, strongly about racism. uh, I'm not saying that everybody is against racism, or some of you are for racism. I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying we believe, uh, we have some kind of thought process for a particular example called racism. Uh, I believe most of us, or almost all of us, are against it, right? We cannot follow our life. We cannot have ethics based out of racism. We will be wrong. Okay, so that's not correct, ethically wrong. I'm in favor of abortion. Again, there is a dilemma. Personal ethics can change and are chosen by individuals. So, this is the important point of personal ethics. Personal ethics can change and are chosen by the individual, not by the group. Every individual chooses their own ethics, and that's called personal ethics. So, I believe I am against racism. Okay, I believe I am for abortion. I believe racism is okay. It's the beliefs that you have. Okay, that's something which comes under personal ethics, because you are supposed to make your own choice there. Common ethics. We'll start by examples here. Murdering people for the sake of murder is wrong. Did you understand that? See, ethics. You can't murder someone. Okay? No, no, it's not your personal choice. It's a common ethic. As a society, as a community, as a family, we all agree that murdering is not right. Okay, that is a common ethics. Ethics that the majority of people agree on. Okay, so yes, we have murderers also who have no empathy, who feel they are doing the right thing, or they could have some kind of justification for the murders they commit. But the problem here is we are talking about majority. So common ethics are something which is agreed or accepted by majority of the community, majority of the people that live in this world, and that's called common ethics. And there is a professional ethics. Okay, so an employer um, wants us to, if you are working in some or working somewhere, that organization writes us some rules which we are supposed to follow, and if we don't follow that, then it is breach of trust. Okay, and that's called professional ethics. We have to follow. It is imposed on you by every organization. This can change from one organization to another. Okay, so let's say for journalists, doctors, and lawyers, there are certain professional ethics that they need to follow. Okay, thank you.